Hi everybody, it's 2 o'clock on a Thursday, and today I am making a card that has a little pop-up on the inside. It's adorable. It's a little box. You can see that little box. And I'm using Penguin Party by Pink and Main. So stay with me and I'll show you how to make it. Alrighty. So this is the stamp set, and it's called, Party Penguins. And I'm also using, so it has all these, and I used them all on the card. And then it also has the dies that go with. And then I used, this is a great little sentiment for birthdays. You can put them on the front or you can put them on the inside. So I used Hope Your Day is Filled with Extra Icing. All right. And then you can see how I've used all of these little party penguins. They're so cute. Now this little box inside here, it's actually, you can actually put a gift card in here as well. Instead, I put the little penguin, but a gift card fits in there perfectly. All right. And I did do a handout, so the handout is here. And I've already posted it in live PDFs group, so you can go there and download the file. But I'll also put a link above the video when I'm finished. All right, we're going to make the box first, and then we'll decorate the card. Yeah, I was setting up for the garage sale today, um, but I really didn't have as much stuff as I thought, so I'm home. Alrighty, let me get my... There we go. Okay. So we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 7.5 by 4.25. Hi, Darlene. And you're going to score with the long side at the top. We're going to score, turn that around, at, no, I had it up the right way, 1 3/4, 3.5, 5.25, and 7. All right. And then you're going to rotate it with the short side along the top. Hi, Selena. And you're going to score at 3/4 and 2.5. All right. And then, while I have this out, you're going to cut a piece that's 5.5 by 3/4, and you're going to score it at 1/2, 2 3/4, and 5. Okay, so that's all your scoring. All right, we're going to do some cutting. Just want to get my scissors here. Okay, so on your instructions, it shows you with these blue lines where we're going to cut. We're going to cut these two sections out, and then we're going to cut following these blue lines. All right, so we'll cut our little sections out first. And then I'm just going to miter that corner. Okay, And then I'm going to just miter this one and cut this out. Now I cut the whole score line out. Can you see that? I cut it all out. All right. And then at the top here, I'm going to cut in the center of each score line for those little flaps. So I'm just cutting right in the center down to that first score line. All right, so there's my little flaps. And then down here, I am going to be cutting. And you can see here, you're cutting from the top of that score line on the left to the bottom of the score line. All right, so we're cutting this way, the top down to the bottom, like that. And then on this side, I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm cutting from here to here. All right, so now it looks like this. And then there's a little section in here with two sections. And I'm going to cut it out. All right, so I'm actually cutting the score lines out. All right, so now it looks like this. So we have these diagonal lines down here. We have a little tab, and we have our 4 little flaps here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm folding on all my score lines. So I'm folding my flaps down. And then I'm going to fold on these ones to create the box. And then I'm also going to fold these ones back. All right. So now it looks like this. I've folded on all the score lines. So I'm going to fold, the first score line is the tab, and then the second score line I'm going to fold on that. And I'm going to put adhesive on that tab. Okay. And then I'm going to fold it on this score line and fold it over like so, and that will create my box. All right. And I'll give it a good burnish. Like that. All right. And then I'm going to take these little flaps here, and they're going to go out like this, okay? So they look like that. All right, now I'm going to take this piece that I cut, and this is going to be for, now you could put a gift card in here, or you can put your stamped images, whatever you want. And I'm going to put tape on those tabs. So it looks like this when it's folded. See, the tabs are here on the outside, and then we have a fold here on the left. All right. So I am going to put this in my little box here. So I am just inserting it here so that these two folded tabs are in this corner. See, I've got my little tabs there. I'm going to put this in. I'm putting it near the top. Okay. So it looks like that. So you can see where you can slide in a gift card if you wanted. I don't have a gift card here. All right, and then it folds like this. So that's all this right here. All right. So now I've closed this up and it looks like this. So these two are together and it looks like this. So I'm going to bring my card in. It's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 top fold portrait or landscape card. So I'm going to open this up and I have my fold here, my center fold. So I'm going to take my box. So my box looks like this. I'm going to fold it so that these two triangles are resting up against that fold. See that? So if these were open, you can see that they just fit perfectly right there. But I'm going to just leave them like that. So I'm going to put adhesive on this triangle only. Okay. Now, if you wanted the box over to the left, then you could have this right here. I want mine more in the middle, so I'm going to put it about here. Okay, so it's in the middle, like that. So I just have it not right on the score line. I just have it to the bottom of the score line. And I've put my adhesive on that triangle, so now I'm going to close up my card. And it opens up like this. And then I'm going to put adhesive on this triangle. Okay. So I've got my adhesive on this triangle, and then I'm just going to fold this up. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, and now when I open it, my box pops up. Isn't that cute? And then, like I said, this is the perfect size for a gift card. You wanted to put a gift card in there. If you were putting a gift card, you might want to put it more to the left because you don't want it hanging out. All right? Okay, so now I can put some of my little people in here. These penguins are so cute. And I'm missing one. Where is it? Isn't that odd? I'll have to take this one out. I don't know where he went. I'll have to cut another one here. I'll just quickly cut this out. I don't know what happens to these things. I did have all of them. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so here's this guy. And he just slides right in here. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on him. And like I said, this little slot is perfect for a gift card. But I'm just putting this little guy in here. So we'll see. And he's fine. You can see that he doesn't show. But if you were using a gift card, you might want to just push it over a little bit. All right, and then we have this happy birthday, and this also comes with the stamp set. And I'm just going to put it on this side here, as I'm going to do with this little penguin, party penguin here. I'm going to put him on this side. All right, so now we have them looking like this. And then they fold down like so. And open it up. And there we go. Pretty cute. Fold it up. And he pops up. Adorable. All right. Now we can do the front. We're going to do a little stamping. As I said, they have this really nice stamp set here. And I put hope your day is filled with extra icing. So we'll just take that. I love it too, Cheryl. I think it's so adorable. So I'm just going to put it here on the right side. And I cut this out with a stitched rectangle. There we go. Hope your day is filled with extra icing. Pretty cute. I was going to do a butterfly one, but then I picked up these the other day, and I was ready to do one of these critter cards. So they're just so cute. There we go. So this stamp is called Sprinkles on Top. And it has all sorts of great little sentiments that you could put on the inside of your card as well. Have a sweet birthday. We're like frosting and cake, better together. Wishing you a big slice of happiness. Wishing you the sweetest birthday. It's time to celebrate. Lots of cake. May all your wishes come true. Sweet wishes for a fantastic birthday. Everything's better with sprinkles on top. Make a wish. Thank you for being so sweet. Did someone say cake? And you're never too old for cake. So it's a really nice sentiment stamp. Alrighty. So now I cut a couple of mats for my front of my card. This black one is 4 by 5 1/4. So we'll put that on. There we go. And then I did this blue one. And it is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I'll put on the one that I used with my stitched rectangles. All right. Then we have this really cute little stamp with the penguin peeking out of the present. So we'll put him on. go. I think I've got that right. And then I'm going to pop dot these. So I'm going to use my foam strips here. And just add a few for dimension. Whoops. Not flying off my table. So the garage sale is tomorrow at Cindy's house, and it starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2 till 6, and then on Saturday it is from 10 till 1, I believe. All right. It's William Knock Cove, and it's in St. Vital. It's not far at all from the Scrapbook Cottage. Okay, I've got this guy ready to go. There we go, and then I'm going to pop dot this one up as well. I've had a lot of practice, Cheryl. When you make as many cards as I do, the thousands of cards I've made. All right, let's get this on. So cute. There we go. And then we have a little banner, and I'm going to put it right here. And there's our card. Hope your day is filled with extra icing. Maybe we'll look at these little penguins. Aren't they cute? And then you open it up, and the little box pops up, and it looks like that. Adorable. So you can see from the side. That's what it looks like. Very impressive, I will say. Very impressive. So cute. Yeah, I love the colors on it as well, Selena. I think they turned out really cute. Alrighty, so there we go. I'm going to be, next week, I'm going to be trying out this paint. I just had my blue inks here from the other day, so I was just goofing around with them. But isn't that cute? It's all of these splotches. Where did I put the... There it is. Look at these splotches here. Isn't this cute? So I just was fooling around with the blue ink that was there. So I thought that was, I'm going to try and do something with that next week. All right, I've already posted these. I'll put the link above this video for you so that you can download that. And we have our little pop-up card. So cute. So what did I use? I used the sentiments. They're called Sprinkles on Top. And this one is called Party Penguins. All right. So I'll put links to those as well because it's an adorable stamp. And it makes such a cute card. And anybody, any age, would love to get something like this. All right. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.